Guys, for the fill, it's Prizm Retail, $10, player break, pick your team number 8. Guys, we do have bounties on this, everybody. I forget how much the bounty is already. $25? Yeah, 25. For any true ice we hit, guys, it's gotta be the true ice parallel. It cannot be the inserts such as the Prizm breaks or the emergence or anything to that degree. The prismatics, the fireworks. It has to be the true green ice parallel of the player. And if you have that player or combo player other spot, you'll get the $25 in Blez Bucks credits. I'll add it approximately 5 to 10 minutes right after the break. What is the odds of having 2 Cameron Peterson? Like, honestly, what is the odds of having 2 Cameron Petersons supporting the same business in a niche business such as sports cards and or collect sports cards? We'll hyper focus and say sports cards, not collectibles. Like, what is the odds of that? Honestly. Like, it's not like your name is Ben Johnson or, you know, the common names per se, you know. Why would I be dissing Blez Pop? I'm not dissing them.
Swish is here.
Swish is here. I didn't diss Blez Pop.
Boomer, take the rest of your ultimate. Take more than one team.
Oh, I'm okay. All right, cards. Cards.
I'm starting something.
Yeah, we have 2 Cam Petersons in this. Like, literally, we have 2 different Cameron Petersons, different accounts. Different everything in this room, and it was just funny because I had just met right before Mania. I met Cam Peterson.
Sure.
It was literally like one day before Mania when I took off that weekend, and then I got sick right afterwards. And then then there was another Cameron Peterson, and I'm like, what the hell's the odds of that?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get 5 off today.
By the way, did Golden Knights get smashed yesterday? I know it was 3-0.
Yeah, like 3-0 or something.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Go, Knights, go. I seen it was 3-0 at the beginning of the 3rd period, I think. Oops. Poor Dave. Why is everybody attacking Dave? Now I'm going to have to attack Cam Peterson and Brian. Hey, Jeremy? didn't know all of you guys were connected. I didn't know it was Cam Peterson, Dave, CH, Brian. I think I'm missing a couple people here. Golden Tee? Is that the bar game that I used to play when I was like a little kid? The one with the white ball and you know, every time I was in a bowling alley and I was bored and that was the only machine that worked, I'd put a quarter in it and I would just wind up and I would go boom and the fucking ball would go whee. And then there was the payphone. As a matter of fact, now that I'm going through the archives in my brain here, they had the payphone. They had the payphone, right? They had the mulligan and you had the freaking payphone buttons. You had actual payphone buttons on that arcade. Tell me not. Anybody remember that? I still don't know what a mulligan is to this day, but I think it means redo, I'm assuming, but oh, is that what it was? What's up, Ditcher? Next is going to be NT Baseball, and then I don't know if I have anything else after that. That might be it for the day. We'll see. Unless something else is close and we can run. I didn't know that was a code. I thought it was just the well, Brian, I had to dig way back in the archives for that one. You would find me on the you guys remember those tabletop arcade games? The ones they used to have in the bowling alleys and stuff like that. The fucking, like, the mini computer was like yay size. And it had all kind of different games. It had like Photo Hunt. It had like Connect 4. It had the Puck. The Mega Touches, yes! The Mega Touches. Dude, it's funny because I've never seen one in my adult life. In my adult life, I just cannot find one. I try to find them all the time. And in certain places, you could play Photo Hunt. And you could pick the adult version of the Photo Hunt. And you could see things that you were only supposed to see when you're 18 plus years old. The Mega Touches. Yeah, we used to have them all in the bowling alley. Fuck yeah, when my parents wasn't, I mean, when I didn't have any kind of adult supervision around, you bet your ass, us and the boys is trying to go to the Photo Hunt. Mega Touches. I'm going to try and eBay that now after this. Mega Touches. That was the best back in the day. I'm assuming we are all around the same age, right, guys? I'm assuming. Right? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm 35. I'll be 36 this year. Yeah, we're all in the ballpark. ASL, exactly. If they understand that, oh boy. Huh. Age 35. Sex. Yes, please. Love language. Touch. Upside down. Trying to find girlfriends on Craigslist. That was one of the best things growing up. Freaking looking at newspapers, looking at the help wanted ads. Kanzler. Yeah, nobody remembers classifieds, penny savers. That was the shit in high school. Every time in the penny saver, get a Dodge Neon for only $5,999. And you're like, oh my God, when I'm in high school, I'm going to buy one of these. I just got to get a job. biggest POS available for a teenager to purchase. Oh, it might have been, depending on your age, it might have been a Plymouth Neon. Who remembers Plymouth? It might have been a Plymouth Neon before it was a Dodge Neon. An 88 Celebrity. I know Celebrity. I've worked on cars my entire life. There's nothing you could really do that would overly surprise me. I started on a 91 Chevy Lumina, but my first car I purchased was an 01 Chevy S10. 4.3 engine, two-wheel drive, extended cab, Vortec motor. I've never heard of that CH. Nobody remembers the 5-star emblem. You can't spell, I can't enunciate. It's all good, Cam. Sounds like we were meant to be. You say social event, I say social. Oh, hey, I ain't gonna front. I always wanted a Prowler. Who wouldn't have wanted a Prowler convertible? Come on, those things were kind of cool. More vintage. Actually, I would say I probably wanted a Viper more than a Prowler, though. I'd probably say, thanks to another arcade game in the bowling alleys called Cruising. Was it Cruising the World or Cruising USA that had the Viper? I don't remember which one. Both of them were different games. It was either Cruising USA or Cruising the World, but one of them had the Viper. Yeah, Cruising USA. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, so, you know, it's funny, CH? I learned about that through TikTok. Yeah, the school bus, yeah. And then he had the, was it USA or Cruising the World that had the Humvee? Had the Humvee and stuff like that. I don't remember. Again, I don't remember the difference, but. That's so interesting. It's just, it's funny how much things we forget. What is a Strata? Is that the SUV? No, the SUV is your. No, I don't want to say Uranus, but Uranus. Not Uranus, but I know it starts with a U or something. Is that the SUV one? I'm not good with the ultra high-end cars. Those are some of the cars I've never really dealt with. You got like... Right. I mean, Lambos are basically Volkswagens. Which to me still trips me out to this day. Yeah, once you get to that Audi level, nope. Thank you for, did not know that. Never thought about it that way. Yeah, Detroit Lions, baby. We're in a room full of cheeseheads right now. That's right, Detroit great. Tell them we gotta show Jerry Goff the real MVP. Oh my God, those Beatles were so terrible. That whole line from like 2000 practically to like 2012-ish, man, Volkswagens were terrible. I don't know how terrible they were like afterwards. Like I still had Passats and stuff like that, 2014 models, 15 models I still dealt with, but never really done too much of the newer ones. Oh yeah, Ducati, Porsche. Yes, I did know that. I'm trying to think of the one Ford. There's a Ford high-end car. I'm not talking about the GT, but I swear that there's a high-end car that's built with Ford components, and I can't think of the car offhand. Not talking about the GT 500. Not Shelby's, not Salines. Thank you. Yeah, Jaguar. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Aston Martin. Thank you. Biggest POSs ever. Next to fucking Range Rovers. I'm sorry. The only Ford I would ever own is honestly a truck. Everything else is... Mustangs are alright, but I'm not a Mustang guy. I don't own a Ford Power Stroke diesel 250 or 350. That's about it. I said I'd own one. I didn't say I want one. Range Rovers are the worst. Actually, you know what? You know what? I concur. Would you rather own a Range Rover or a freaking Hyundai or Kia? I'm not a Mopar guy, Cam. I'm definitely not. In the truck world, it would be Chevy it'd be Silverado, Power Stroke, 250 or 350, and I'd probably skip on Ram, to be honest with you. I'm not a Ram guy. Anything Dodge. The only Dodge I'd even consider buying is a Jeep. Straight up, a Wrangler. That's it. Exactly. Range Rovers blow up. Their airbags blow out. Then you lose your suspension. From an idiot down the road who doesn't know how to disable the airbags on Range Rovers. Oh, the Tiburon. The Tiburon. I haven't heard that in forever. What year was your Tiburon? 04, 05, 06, 07? What was that other Hyundai that was the three? Was it the or Kia Stinger? Is that what it was? The three-door? Oh, look at me. I'm sharp. Sharp, CH. I'm sharp. That's all I knew the years. That's how much I hate those cars. The old Hyundais, for those that don't remember, like window motor regulators, or if your window motor went, or if the regulator, if the cable, if the binding, the cable started to bind, you had to buy a whole replacement door panel. That's how you replace the motor and the regulator. You had to fucking buy the actual inner door liner. It was so crazy. I had a really good customer. She had a 07 Sonata. I will never forget about it. Yes, can somebody please give him the link, please? Absolutely, the dogs. There it is. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. You know I always got the list for you guys. A Corsica? Wow. If I get the chance, I'm probably gonna try buy like a Honda CRX, like an 88 or an 89 CRX, or like a 91, 92 Integra, if I ever get the chance. I need a cheap and easy Honda motor. I can't fit in S2Ks, although I would love one. I would absolutely love an S2K. What I don't love is finding parts. Good luck. I'm a STI guy. I'm a Subaru guy. Tried and true. I'm Subi fam. No evils over here. Penix. I hate this guy. I hate this guy. I hate this guy. I don't hate him. I just hate him appearing in all the product I always pull. Not a Skyline guy. Daniels. Dolchich. Penix Green Ice. That does not count towards the bounty. I'm not going to front. I love my all-wheel drive. Ever since I started driving all-wheel drive, I can't go back. Rear-wheel drive is fun, but I love all-wheel drive. Silver of Jordan Jefferson. Still not the bounty. That's Jonathan Brooks. That's not the bounty. This is a bounty right here. Brendan Fiske, that might be an others Rams spot. We'll double check on that right after this. It's your first bounty. So before I Kenneth Walker. So before I nothing wrong with a van. So before I converted to Subaru. I actually I had a Scion FRS, which I very much enjoy my FRS. So I did airlift suspension on it. I had the HKS Stage 2 supercharger that I imported from Japan. I worked for Toyota before this. Yes, I worked for Toyota in Hawaii. But Toyota in Hawaii was very unique because we actually have the distribution rights. The company I worked for there, we worked directly with TMC, Toyota Motor Corporation in Japan. We didn't have to go through TMS, Toyota Motors of America here in it used to be in Torrance, California. Calamari. So I used to have to go to Nagoya in Japan quite a bit. What up, Swish? Chilling, my brother. How are you? Kelsey. So I used to have to communicate with a lot of them because we did the part side on the logistics. So I didn't actually work for the dealership, but a funny story about that is that our company also had not only the distribution rights for Toyota, Lexus, Suzuki, and Subaru in Hawaii. Yep. Yeah, next are going to be NT Baseball, the one boxer, and then that's probably going to be it for the day. Hobby Hawk's going to rip it, though. Hobby Hawk is ripping it. He's never seen NT yet. JJ. Next bounty for the others, San Fran spot, it's T.O. Keon. There's so much freaking Washington Commanders coming out. Ooh, I like it. No, he'll rip it over here. He'll just come right over here, Beastie. I asked him if he wanted to rip it. He wants to rip NT. I was like, yeah, come over. Ricky Williams on the checkerboard. Javon Curse. Marvin. A Stanley mug. Ah, thank you, City Goat. You the bomb. I like being one of the top 10 breakers of the 10 breakers that we have on YouTube. I don't even know how much breakers we have on YouTube. Swish, Cat, Blue, ooh, Silver of JJ. If you get a van, you should get the Volkswagen ID. I seen one of those now from pure nostalgia. Yeah, I love my Merce. Don't diss me about my Merce. I've been rocking a Merce since high school. Kellen Winslow for the others Chargers spot getting 25 bucks. Peppers. Is it cold in North Dakota? I'm sorry, I seen one. Okay, so I seen hear me out. I saw the ID. And let me tell you, I mean, I don't know what that means in North Dakota. I don't know the different atmospheric pressures and shit like that in different states. I honestly don't know. But what I do know is that from a looks perspective, that fucking thing is beautiful. Josh Allen. The ID is so badass. It looks roomy. It looks cool. Puka. Okay, yeah. So that's what I figured when you said that. I assumed it was cold. I assumed it was super cold. So let me ask you a question. Is electric vehicles, obviously it's not going to be recommended because you're not going to get your full charge or your full range. But is that market non-existent in North Dakota, or does it exist? And if it does exist, you're either really, really loaded or something to that degree. Help me understand that, I guess. Daniels. It's not common because St. Louis, Torrey Holt, or Marshall Falk. It goes to Falk. Others, Rams. I think that's another spot. Obviously, if I'm wrong, guys, I'll confirm it when I triple check the list. Devin Leary, rookie checkerboard. Hey, if you want me to be dead honest with you, what did I do? Sorry, I had a malfunction there. Oh, Dead Dogs. There is no. I thought, didn't you get in this before? There's no mangas. The best hit is we're hoping for an auto, or you're hoping to hit the true green ice in this, or a silver, or a checkerboard. There's no mangas. There's no numbered hits in this. I'm sorry. I swear I thought you got in this before. So silvers and the true green ice is what you're looking for. And to hit a bounty, hopefully. Eddie George. Ooh. Ooh. This has been actually a really good 10 boxer. There's a Knicks for Buddy. There you go, Buddy. No, yeah, I was just very like curious on that. Cause like I'll give you guys a good example. Like in Hawaii, and I talk about this because I was close to buying a Tesla when I came back to Vegas. Like, so let me tell you what appeals to me. Cause I don't like full electronics. I don't like fully loaded cars. I hate that shit. Even though my car is technically fully loaded, I had no choice. But I like. Sorry, let me finish this handful. Next bounty is Buda Baker. I'm pretty sure that's others Cardinals again. But like when we were in Hawaii, I test drove a Tesla Model 3 Drake May and the Sheriff. I test drove a Model 3, and honestly, like it was cool to drive. Number one, if you've never driven a Tesla, it literally has automatic braking. So we drove a Model 3 performance model. And that performance model was solid. Like, you step on that gas, that power, you had some poo in the seat. I won't lie. And again, I'm saying a performance model, right? So you had some pull in the seat. The range was great. The electricity portion was pretty cool. As soon as you come off of the gas, which I personally come off of my gas a lot, only because I like to coast a lot. I don't drive fast whatsoever. I'm not a speed demon. If freeway speed is, let's say, 65, maybe you'll catch me at like 70, 72. Yeah, literally instant torque. Yeah. Which was cool. Which, again, I'm a 91er, even though I don't need to be. Even though technically on my Subaru, my Outback, it says that mine is a turbo, right? My Wilderness. They say it doesn't require it, but I ain't gonna lie. It's my Subi's my baby. I'm not a 93. We don't have 93. And I rarely see gas stations with E85. But yeah, I'm a 91er. But trust me, every other thing, like Mrs. Hammond's car, her car is fuck 87 all the way. I could give a shit less. So long as it's not fucking turbo or supercharged, 87 all the way. I don't care. Does not matter. Once I see a supercharger or a turbocharger, it's over. 91 all the way. Forced induction. Turbo Max. I won't lie though. Like my Outback, solid power for a 4-cylinder, making 264 horses, whatever it is. Fucking solid. It makes the same horses as a WRX. The only difference, my fucking car is heavy as hell. Oh, and speaking of, I told you guys that I hate fully loaded shit for cars. Unfortunately, when I ordered my car, they made me. I had to spend like $2,500 more, because after I ordered it, they're like, "Oh, we only can order it if you get the convenient, whatever the package is called, with the moonroof and reverse automatic braking and the reverse sensors." I fucking hate that thing. Fucking hate it. Reversing out of my garage, my sensors go off. Burn. If I disable my sensors, there's always a warning light on the dashboard, and that's just irritating to me. Running Rice. Jesse Bates. Ooh. That's a big boy. For my brother, Average Joe, please do not tell Clint, because Clint will murder me. That is a green ice of Caleb Williams. Wow, that's a first. I've never even hit a Daniels green ice. That's a nice one. That's a nice Caleb Williams. That's a big card. Knicks. That's a big card and a $25 bounty. Powers. Nice hit, Average. Darius Robinson, rookie checkerboard. Another Bo Nix. Cooper DeJean. I enjoy Toyotas, aside from lower control arms on Toyotas, which technically, Kirk Cousins, you're supposed to drop the entire subframe. I'm sorry, drop the engine and lift the subframe to get clearance for the control arm bolts. Even though we learned other shortcuts for that. You're very knowledgeable. I give you that, Brian. You're probably one of the more knowledgeable people I've seen in cars. But yeah, Toyotas, even like Subarus, there's always problems, right? Subarus always have head gasket issues. Carson Steele silver. Subarus have head gasket issues. Toyotas, yeah. Not as bad. Oh, Mason Smith. Others, Jaguars, I think that is. For the bounty. Hyatt. Yeah, I just change the muffler bearing every so often. Yeah. Well, they're known, I mean, every car is known for wheel bearings. But Subarus, in general, those fuckers is stuck. That was always the worst. Sometimes we had to send them out to the machine shop. That's how bad it got. Joe Namath. A GSX. I have not heard a GSX in like forever. A little bit, Brian. I mean, I can tell you this much right now. I think it was, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was the 07, 8, 9. Wow, what a break, guys. Neighbors. Yeah, we actually had a recall incident in Odunze on the island of Kauai in Maui. So outer islands for us. We had a frame that snapped, which is common due to rust, but it snapped before the recall was made. And remember, we're part of distribution. So we're not just a Toyota dealership. Our company owned the dealership, the retail front. The distribution is the same company that distributes, and then we had connect straight to TMC. And then if we needed to, we are aligned with Toyotas of Americas. TMS, we were like the same level, if you will. So when we were talking to Toyota Motor Corporation on that one, oof. Think of it this way: that car sat in the shop for, I don't know, 3 years at least. Pearsall. It was crazy though. Yeah, that thing was just, that frame was just eaten through. Wow, the Bears. The Bears break. The former Lion, it's DeAndre Swift. And former Eagle. Jordan Love. That's sick. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Germans, though. That's the thing with German cars that I don't like. I mean, I understand, but just everything is plastic, which I understand, right? Technically better heat dissipation, lighter on the car, cheaper to manufacture. I understand. But heat and plastic, to me, I'll take the additional weight of aluminum at that point. Brett Favre, too. Everything is plastic nowadays, though. Seymour. Nice silver of Bucky. What's up, Breaking Rob? Next will be NT Baseball, Rob. Number 3. NT Baseball number 3. Yeah, you could talk to Rob. Rob's a mechanic, right, Rob? Jair Alexander gets a bounty. I think that's others. Green Bay. Drake May on the base. Worthy and Michael Dean Perry. Last box. Firemuth. Caleb. Ray Davis checkerboard. Caleb. I think Toyota is offering a manual transmission again in one of their Tacomas. Quorum. But I think you got to special order it all the time though. And our last bounty is TJ. Oosh, my mama. Kyle Duggar was the last hit on the break. All right. Some of the base like that will be recapped afterwards. You know what's funny? I always thought that same thing Grote is. I'm not tall. I'm like 5'9", 5'10". But like, I mean, obviously I'm a little bit fluffy, but I never felt like the cockpit in those were that spacious. For as big of a car as it is, it didn't ever feel spacious. Guys, attack your NT baseballs. This was actually a really good break. Neighbors, Knicks, Caleb. Lots to talk about on this one for sure. Silver of JJ. That was a pretty well-rounded break for the most part. Yeah. That's what I mean. I always noticed that, like, that was the one thing. That's the whole reason why I never cared for it. Yeah, I had a, did you have the 4-3 or the 2-2 in yours? I always wanted the extreme. That's what I always wanted when I was a kid, that is. I bought it, my first car was a 01 S10. I bought it in 07. Extended cab like that. I got a high mileage one. Paid $4,000 for it, and it was the best car. Thing lasted us at least, I didn't get rid of it till like 11 or 12 because the transmission was giving out finally. But it was great. That car, you had the 2.2. I never really cared for the 2.2 motor. Didn't have enough power for me. But the 4.3 8 gas like no tomorrow. Guys, attack your NT baseball. We can rip that real quick, and we'll call it right there probably. Now we can serial. NT number 3, and then number 4 will kill the case. We can run that tomorrow. We can start a fresh case. I do have a few cases of it, so it ain't going to be a problem. Tomorrow. Yep. Agreed. Yep. So he's loading up the store for tomorrow. They'll be back tomorrow. Was a solid break. Some of the base cards, some of your checkerboards will be cased up with our sorters and sleevers, guys. We had a Knicks Neighbors as well as a Caleb Green Ice. Pretty badass. Obviously, the Caleb's going to get bounties. And then here's the rest of your bounties. Bengals, Jair, Swift, Smith, Buda Baker, Marshall Falk, Winslow, T.O., and Fiske. All of those bounties will be added in the next 5 to 10 minutes. That was the break on the 10-box Prizm Retail number 8. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. We're going to go